watching Big Jug Trucker Girl's channel. I'm here at school at nighttime, trying to get it in, practicing my Form A pre-trip inspection before my test in 2 days. Let's do it. Hello, my name is Big Jug Trucker Girl. I'm going to be doing my Form A pre-trip inspection for my Class A. At the top, I have my marker lights. My marker lights indicate the length, width, and height of the vehicle. I have my marker lights. My marker lights indicate that this is a commercial vehicle. Okay, I have my windshield. My windshield is not cracked, damaged, broken, or it doesn't have any illegal stickers. If my windshield is cracked, I'll be getting it fixed before my next trip. Then I have my weather seal. It's not torn, worn, cracked, or missing. That prevents any debris or dust or any water getting inside. My windshield wiper blades are secure with a full set of nuts and bolts and not illegally welded. My windshield wipers, they're not torn or missing or worn. They don't have any debris on it to scratch the windshield. Then I'm gonna go to my lights. I have my high beams for country, low beams for the city. I have my emergency flashers, and then the proper color is amber. Then my bulbs are not burnt out or missing. And then I'm gonna go to the overview of my vehicle. The hood is open on this, but the overview of my vehicle, I'm gonna be looking to see if my vehicle is leaning to the left or the right. If it's leaning to the left or the right, that may indicate that I have a flat tire or a suspension issue. So after that, I'm gonna go to look underneath the vehicle. Underneath the vehicle, I'll be checking for any leaks under the vehicle or any hoses hanging underneath the vehicle. Okay, so that's the overview of the front. Now I'm gonna go to the passenger side. I'm gonna go to my coolant reservoir, making sure it's not leaking, it's full to the proper level, it's not cracked. And I'm gonna be checking the seal and the cap. I make sure the cap is closed tightly and not cracked. I'll make sure the seal is not worn. Make sure the seal is there. So make sure my seal is there. And then I'm gonna be moving down to my water pump. Now, my water pump is in there. I just wanna know that I'm checking my water pump, which is belt driven, and the belt is there. It's secured with a full set of nuts and bolts, nothing missing. I'll be doing an overview of all of my hoses, making sure everything is intact, nothing missing, making sure it's secured with a full set of nuts and bolts. So that's the overview of my passenger side of this vehicle. I'm gonna go to my driver's side of this vehicle. I'm gonna start with my alternator. Alternator is right here. It's a belt-driven unit. No more than 3/4 inch of play on that. It's also belt-driven, like I said. The belt can't be too loose or too tight. If the belt is too tight, it can damage the components and bearings that it's wrapped around. If it's too loose, it can slip off. After that, I'm gonna go to my engine oil intake, which is right here. This is where I put my oil in. The cap is secured. It's secured with a full set of nuts and bolts. It's not illegally welded. Also, my alternator is not illegally welded. For my alternator as well, I need to make sure there aren't any wires hanging out or there aren't any type of like loose or wires exposed. So back on my oil engine intake, I have to make sure it's full to the proper level, and if I need oil, I'll just put it in through my engine oil intake. Now next to that, I have my dipstick. I need to pull it out, wipe it off, put it back in, and pull it out to check the oil level. That's how I would use my dipstick, and it's secure and it's not missing. Now I'm gonna go to my power steering reservoir, which is actually next to it. It's this thing right here. Of course you can't see it, but I see it. It's right there. So I'm just pretty much naming names. Power steering reservoir, tight, secured, full to the proper level. If I need to put fluid in there, I'll put it in through there. The cap is there, and it's not missing any nuts or bolts, and it's secure. I'm gonna go down to my power steering pump, which is behind the frame and not visible. It's secured with a full set of nuts and bolts. I don't hear any air leaks. I'm gonna go to my AC compressor, which is also behind the frame. It's not missing any nuts or bolts, and it's not illegally welded, and I don't hear any air leaks. Okay, next I'm gonna go to my main air valve. My main air valve is not missing any parts. It's secure. I don't hear any leaks, and the hoses aren't cut or anything. So next I'm gonna go to my steering shaft, which is nice and straight. Steering shaft, no more than 2 inches on that, and it's nice and straight right there. That's gonna bring me down to the U-joints right here. It's connected to the U-joints. The U-joints are not missing any bolts. It's secured with a full set of nuts and bolts and not illegally welded. Next, I'm gonna go to my steering box, which doesn't have any leaks. My steering box is not cracked, not missing, not illegally welded, fully secured with a full set of nuts and bolts. That's gonna bring me down to my drag link, which consists of 4 parts. My drag link needs to be lubricated as well. You have the pitman arm, you have the swing arm, and then you have the tie rod end that's back there. It's gonna bring me to my shock absorber. My shock absorber is nice and straight, and it's secured with a full set of nuts and bolts. My drag link is also secured with a full set of nuts and bolts and cotter pins and castle nuts. So yeah, cotter pins and castle nuts is with the steering linkage as well. Then I have my my rubber stopper right in there, right there. My rubber stopper is secured. It's not missing. It's there to prevent any metal-to-metal contact. That's going to bring me to my spring mount, which is secured with a full set of nuts and U-bolts. Full set of nuts and bolts. Then I have my leaf spring, which I should have a full set, and it's not illegally welded, and it's secured with a full set of U-bolts. I have my U-bolts there, and my mounting pad for my U-bolts. It's nice and secure, not missing. Then I'm gonna go to my brake chamber. My brake chamber, and then my frame is right here as well, just in case, my frame. Then I'm gonna go to my brake chamber, which is not cracked, it's secured, not leaking, with a full set of nuts and bolts, and then my clamp is secured, not missing, with a full set of nuts and bolts. Then I'm gonna go to my brake pad, which should have no less than 1/4 inch of life, and any metal-to-metal contact would be black powder. Any white powder is from a fire extinguisher because they overheated. Then it's gonna bring me to my my rotor and my caliper. They're back there. And my caliper is not cracked, damaged, or anything like that. They're self-adjusting, so they don't need a slack adjuster. Now, these are the tires. They don't have any nails or any cuts or anything in the tires to damage them. These need to be new. They cannot be recapped or regrooved. 432 tread on the tire. I have my rim right here. It's not damaged or bent. And then for the tire, it has to be filled from 85 to 100 unless specified by the manufacturer. And then I have my lug nuts. My lug nuts are secure, not missing, not rusted. Then I have my hub seal. My hub seal is not cracked, not leaking. And then I have my air valve. My air valve that comes out. The valve stem is not bent to the rim. And then, yeah, so basically that completes my Form A pre-trip inspection for my Class A. I believe that I will pass that. I'm very happy right now that I've studied. So yeah, thank you for watching.